In Daniel 9:24-27 we read, 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgression, to make an end of sins, and to make reconciliation for iniquity, and to bring in everlasting righteousness, and to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. Now therefore go forth and understand the commandment to restore and build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, and the prince shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. The streets shall be built up again, and the wall even in troublous times. So around the beginning of the 7-year tribulation, either right before or right at the beginning, I believe that's that seals the deal with the Jewish people as they start to build the temple during troublous times. It don't take long to build the temple. After 62 weeks, the Messiah shall be cut off, not for his people, and the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and sanctuary, and the end thereof be with the flood, and in the end of the war, desolations are determined. Mid-tribulation, you have the Ezekiel 38 war that brings in desolation. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. In the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and obligation to cease. For the overspreading abominations he shall make it desolate, even unto the consummation, and the determined shall be poured upon the desolate. It's talking about the Antichrist. That's why we look at everything happening with Israel right now, and the possible peace treaty and things like that. And the Antichrist does not make the peace treaty. He confirms that. In other words, in the Hebrew, he enforces it. And so that's what we're looking at. We also read in Romans 1, starting around with verse 16, For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to every one that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as is written, The just shall live by faith. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. So, the 7-year tribulation is for the unbelieving people, and it's to bring the Jewish people back to obedience. Yes, during this time, some Gentiles will be saved. But these are Gentiles that did not hear the gospel truth. If you read 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 10 through 12, talks about those that are deluded by God because they refuse the righteous truth. That is the gospel truth. Because of that, they are damned. So we're trying to get people to God right now before the 7-year tribulation, because the odds are they're not going to come out of the 7-year tribulation. You got this great number coming out of 7-year tribulation. There's over 12 million Jews on the face of the earth. 1/3 will come to God. That's been prophesied. And a few Gentiles. But those that have heard the gospel and reject it do not. That's why it's imperative, and that's why I make these videos, to get people saved before it's too late. God bless.